Booktok has to be one of the worst places to get recommendations from others or even authors, because there's no way people have bought a book from this woman called Daddy's Little Toy, which is the story that contains a girl having thoughts of a grown man, but not just any grown man, her father's friend becoming her lover, and couldn't wait until she was 18 to date him. Like, excuse me? The 33-year-old author has so much explaining to do with this book full of fantasies, and to add to this, she has children while writing these things. It just makes me so nauseous, and she shouldn't be having any sort of close proximity to anyone underage. And to the people who bought this book, y'all should be shunned the same way she is being. I believe she is self-published, so with the people wondering how did it get through agents, well, there's your answer. Her ego is so big, she makes balloons look small compared to her head.
Immediately no.
Yeah, no, this quote from the book has me gagging. I'm gonna die from cringe and also disgust after seeing this all on TikTok. I don't even want to read the book to give more proof on how creepy she is, cause dude, the description has me going through 5 stages of grief already. This article that NDTV wrote states that she got arrested March 21st at 12:30 p.m. She also claimed that those involved in the book's production, including the cover design and editor, were unaware of its contents and were being wrongfully attacked. Let me read you a piece of the description so you understand how open this woman is at not hiding her intentions with sexualizing children. I can't help myself when I'm around him. I wet my pants in excitement. At night, I use my unicorn. Alright, yeah, no, I'm done reading that shit. And if you want to read it, it's on the screen very blurry because I couldn't find the back of the cover anywhere else. Actually, let me read the 3rd paragraph, first sentence saying, "When I see her playing dress up, I forgot the fact that she's my best friend's barely legal daughter." Like, do you guys not find this so disgusting? Like, this author really knows what they're doing and they're trying to backtrack now that they're in legal trouble. The designer of the book, Georgia Stove, has stated, "I've cut ties with Tori Woods effectively immediately." She said, "All I had known about the book was the blurb, which read barely legal in my mind. I truly thought it was okay. Please stop with the threats over something I had no say in. I didn't know what a blurb is, so I had to search it up, and what I found out is a blurb is a short promotional description. Blurbs typically appear on the back of the cover of printed books and are intended to encourage readers to buy into the book." To all of this, I have to say that the title was children's blocks used as a title called Daddy's Little Toy, which I can't see how this cannot be more obvious with the description of the book in the back. You have to have seen or read it at least once. This is the reason why I read some of the description to you guys, to assure you that this cannot be just an accident. I don't know anyone who wouldn't put a little more thought into where their artworks are going to be marketed.
And not only did this author know what she was doing when she wrote this, her apologies have been disgustingly vague on actually taking accountability. In this book, she dedicates it to her children and quote says, "I will never look at my children the same again."
I will never look at my children the same way again has to be one of the biggest signs to get these children into someone else's hands. The New Indian Express states, following the uproar, the author defended her work on social media, labeling the controversy as a big misunderstanding. She stressed that the novel does not promote or encourage child abuse, or calling the accusations grossly disturbing. The author acknowledged that some aspects of the book had been frowned upon, but maintained that it was not her intention to harm anyone. The gaslighting is so crazy because any sort of fantasy that contains has to be burned. Even the police getting involved has to be the biggest sign to anyone who is defending this that it is even on their radar from how bad the book was. I didn't even know that was possible until now, but I'm from the US, so they don't take anything seriously, but I am glad that the Australian police are. She is calling us grossly disturbing, which is hilarious coming from a person that calls PDF files taboo. It is the same way the hub makes step-siblings taboo. It's so gross. She has been charged with possessing child material, disseminating material, and producing material, stated by people.com.
Everybody celebrating the arrest of Ashley Lauren, first of all, you're fucking anti-artistic Philistines who are pro-censorship. You just, oh, I'm not pro-censorship. No, you're pro-censorship. If there is something that you believe somebody can imagine in their head fictionally that in any way deserves to be legislated by the state, which, by the way, that's your fucking tax dollars. That's our child protective resources. Like, the money that went to fucking arresting this woman who wrote a yucky book, that's money that could have been used to find missing foster kids, or better fucking placements for foster youth who are being stored in juvenile detention facilities, or investigating actual abuse cases. This is a not only a waste of fucking resources, this is something that can turn so bad and so scary so fast, and because you want to feel self-righteous about the material being shut down, you're handing away, once again, your First Amendment rights.
So I was so close to uploading this video when I found this person defending this gross ass woman. They are all in their heads thinking so many fantasies that they don't realize these things are PDF file kind of way of thinking. What I mean by this is little by little these kinds of groups of people start to normalize this way of thinking first, then get bolder by the day. Stopping it from the very early stages of them seen as PDF files will decrease them from trying to be so forward with these kind of relations. It's funny to me that even with this person defending this woman is talking about our tax dollars from the US, but they don't even know that Tori Woods is from Australia. They do less research than an 8th grader writing an English essay. This is one of the reasons why I stay out of Booktok, because all of these books are gross, dude. Like, I tried to get a recommendation off of TikTok after hours of scrolling. I found one, and the way they described the book was so good. Same with the description being amazing by the reviews and other TikTokers. But it was like I was reading corn. It wasn't even enjoyable trope. This book was called Death's Obsession, and it felt like I was back in my preteen eras of reading Wattpad books written by also preteens with a vivid imagination. It really sucks because they made this book sound like such a slow burn, but instead it was 168 pages of slop. I will forever be getting my book recommendations off of YouTube from 2020 and below, before the epidemic of fast books came to take a toll on people who only read to say they read. But anyways, thank you guys for watching through to the end, and all the sites and videos I used are going to be in the description below.